it will be very helpful for you, right? Okay. And after finishing this 3 lab, I will solve some of your problem in the Tally, right? So some students they said they have issue. Okay, we solve. Is that okay? Okay, if you have the Pocket Tracer, open now. Okay, open, and we will go together. Right. Okay. Right. So I just want to go here, study material. So lab. So authentication. Okay. So this is the authentication. I open. Okay, I close unwanted. Okay, so this is the authentication, students. Are you hearing me? Okay, let me know.
Yes,
Let
yes,
me.
Mr.
Yes, Mr.
Okay,
I
thank you.
hear you.
Thank you, Shihab. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So we see that this is the server. Okay, this is the server, and this is the user. And when the user want to access to the router, and the router must be authenticated by this server. Okay, so the server will give the username, password. Okay, that's a concept. Okay, so he cannot go directly to the he cannot go directly, okay, access the router. So he gets authenticated by the server, and the server will be recognized by the router, and it say okay, and then it is done. Okay, it is done. So this is all about the concept here. Okay, we'll do it very quickly. Okay, this is recorded, and you can see this video, and also I upload this one into the in the YouTube, and then you can just take it up. Okay, that's the main point we want to just to do it here. Okay, let me take the IP address. Okay, I will just to follow this this one. Okay. Okay, first I will take the I will do the what we call the topology. Okay, I have okay, so new, right? So I will take one switch, then one router, okay, one PC, and then one server. Okay, so right, the other one straight through cable. Okay, the other one straight through cable. Okay, because the router to server, the same device, so this will be considered crossover cable. Okay, this crossover cable, and this is considered copper straight through cable. And then the switch go to the PC. Okay, so I just change the P server name, AAA server. Okay, router equal to R1. Okay, you need to be very careful here. And the PC, I will just change to Telnet access. Okay. Now I do the IP addressing here. Okay, my server is 10.0.0.1, 255.0.0.0. Control A, copy this, and then here I will put the same IP address 2 here, and here I will put 2.20. Okay, so this is very simple here. Okay, quickly. 20, and the gateway is okay. Carefully designed that one. 20.0.0.2. That's it. The IP address is configured here. The gateway, I need to be very careful. Gateway is 10.0.0.2. Okay, right. So this is very important. Okay, the IP address assignment. Okay, now this is what we have now here. So if you look at that, I have just assigned the IP address. Okay, that's it. Now I go quickly and assign IP address from right hand side. I go to the server. Okay, I go to the server, and then if you see, I'm just going quickly, so it's recorded already, and you can just take it from the record. Okay, so 10.0.0.1, and gateway is 10.0.0.2. Okay, this IP address assignment is over now. And then I go here, router 1. Okay, enable config terminal, and the interface is what? Gigabit 0/0. Okay, interface gigabit 0/0. No shutdown. Okay, no shutdown. IP address. Okay, 10.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0. Okay, so this is a gigabit Ethernet I assigned the IP address. So once I give no shutdown, it's become green. Okay, then going back to the router again. Okay, it is the next interface. I just go up and down. Okay, D0/1. Okay, and the IP address is 20.2. Okay, and no shutdown. So all the interfaces are up now. So I assign IP address job is over now. And go to the telnet. Okay, the PC desktop IP config. Okay, 20.0.0.1, and then 20.0.0.2. Okay, it's a gateway. Okay, so I assign everything as per the logical design. Okay, the IP address, everything is finished now. Now move on to the next level. Okay, so if you see that next, what is next? Configuration of server. Okay, this, okay, we have to look for this port number, and we have to look for the client name, secret, IP address, and the radius. Okay, these are the point we need to check, and also make sure the service is on. Then the username and password. Okay, this add for new. Okay, save for already existing one. Okay, add for new username and password, save if you want to change or modify anything from the existing one. Okay, so let me do the one here in the server. Okay, so where I go for the Aaa server services Aaa. Okay, so first thing I have to switch on. Okay, so okay, it is recorded. Okay, so I will just mark here. Okay, the first thing is, okay, switch on. And the second thing, check the port number. This port number can be changed. Okay, and the client name. Okay, third, IP address. 4, the router IP address, and the secrets. Okay, 5. Okay, 6, you can choose, there are another server also. So now we are using radius server. Okay, and then here username 7 and 8, and this is add and save. It's a kind of new addition, and save is for update. Okay, update. Okay, update the existing one. Okay, Let us do one by one what is needed here. Okay. Okay, one by one. Okay, so one is switch on. To make sure the port number is the same. Okay, you can change also, no problem. Okay, as I told you, client name, my client name is R1. Okay, my client name is R1 based on the router R1. Okay, and my IP address, I can just say my IP address is router 10.0.0.2. Okay, 2. That is the IP address which is closer to the server. Okay, closer to the AAA server. Secret, that is my third point. Sorry, yeah, 4.4 is over now. Okay, so this is over. This is over. Okay, this is over. This is over. This is over. This is over. Now the secret. Okay, secret, same. Spelling you check, because why I'm putting here, because I want to use the same spelling. And the server you have to use radius. Okay, and then click add. Okay, click add. So the difference is, if you want to make any changes here, you can do some changes, for example secret one, and then you save. Okay, but we don't want to make any changes. Okay, so back to square and then save it. Okay, so the key has changed now. Then okay, all this over. Fifth is over, six is over, and then 7 and 8. 7 is what? Username. Username is user, password is test. Okay, add. Okay, so this job is over now. Okay, this job is over now. That's it. Okay, now I move on to the router. Okay, the router, we want to just give one for the entry to the router, another one telnet configuration. Okay, telnet configuration. Before that, I changed the router name to R1. Okay, exit the host name R1. Okay, host name R1, and then I just to go for the enable password. Okay, okay, enable password, enable. I just make password Cisco. Enable password is Cisco, and then telnet configuration line VTY. Okay, there are a lot of connection available. Okay, you can go up to 15. Okay, I put the question mark. I know that how many connection I can make it. 15. Okay, and the password is from the server. So I will just do login authentication local. Okay, so as per the command. Okay, sorry, default. Okay, default. Login local default. That's it from here. Okay, and then enabling the AAA server. Exit. Now the important point here, we are enabling the AAA server. This is this is a command. Okay, AAA new model. Okay, don't type anything. Use tab key to get into that. Okay, and the next one, we want to say the router we are going to use radius server. Okay, this is the radius server. We want to say that this is what we are going to use. Okay, so radius server. So just to write, okay, I just copy from here. Okay, AAA authentication login default local. Right. So right click, paste. Done. Job is over now. Okay, so move on to the PC. Move on to the PC, and then access the telnet. Okay, so PC, go to the command prompt. Okay, try to ping. Okay, check the IP config of the PC is 20.0.02. Okay, this is the IP configuration. So I'm going to ping now to the server 10.0.0.1. Sorry, this is the gateway, and the IP configuration is this is the IP configuration. Okay, so I just to ping. Okay, it should ping. If everything is fine, it should ping. Okay, yeah, it's pinging now. Okay, this means it is pinging. Okay, 4 packets received, 4 packets sent. See, sent 4 packets, received 4 packets. Okay, so this is the idea. Now go to the telnet. Okay, 20.0.0.2. Okay, it's a gateway to the PC, but we can just to make it 20.0.0.0 because you already have access. Telnet access is something access to inside the router. Okay, the pinging is different from the telnet. Telnet you can just do changes in the router configuration. Okay, so I just to have the IP address here. Okay, just to make username is user and the password is test. Okay, check the configuration of Aaa server. Yeah, R1 radius secret user and test. User and test. Okay. Telnet, sorry, 1 minute. Telnet 20.0.0.2. Okay. Username, user, password is test. User test. 1 minute. There is error. Check what is the IP address. Okay, in this case you need to just check the IP address. There is IP address. We can say show IP interface brief. Okay, it should work here. Okay, everything is up. 2, okay, 1, 2 and 1. Yeah, this is 2 and 1. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and here the gateway. Check the gateway. The router R1. Yes, it's fine. Yeah, okay. Secret. Okay, just to wait that there is a mistake in the configuration. Okay, see that the key we have. Oh, we did not add this one. Okay, we did not add this configuration. Okay, we did not add this configuration. Okay, we finished this configuration, but we did not add this configuration. Key equal to secret. Okay, we did not add this configuration. That's what it's not coming up. You see, we have just added, okay, this configuration. Okay, and this configuration missing. So config terminal, and then paste, tell that router, and this is the host. We want to take the username and password. The key is secret. Now go back. The telnet access. Okay, user, password is test. That's it. Okay, so because we did not tell that server username password, so we are not able to connect. So this is how we can do it. So now I will go inside the router. I have to do enable command. Okay, enable command, and then it asks password. Enable password. What is enable password? Cisco. Okay, I can see now the configuration. Show, okay, show running configuration. Okay, I can see that my enable password is Cisco, and I created AAA new model and my authentication. This is my authentication, and then my IP address come next, and then I have my what we call the radius server, and the key is secret. You see that port number 1645. 1645. Okay. Is it clear to you? Do you understand this? You understand this, students, please? Or you want me to do it again?
Yes, Mr.
Who is that? Who is that? Yes.
Mr. again, please.
Hmm. Mahdi, okay? Mahdi, I think you are seeing 4 or 5 times now.
Okay,
Mahdi,
Mister.
you are okay with this?
Yeah, yes, Mister.
Okay, that's good. That's good. What about others? Okay, Rayam, I will just start. Okay. What about Ahmed? Ahmed, okay? Ahmed Rashid, Khalfan.
أحمد اتغدى.
Mr. Choose one Ahmed. Ahmed Khalfan or Ahmed Rashid.
Ahmed Khalfan, Ahmed Rashid.
This is two
Ahmed,
person.
Ahmed. Okay, clear.
Repeat, Mr. Repeat, please. Repeat.
Okay, okay, okay. Khalil.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kaif Khalil? Mu'tasim. I think this is fine with you. Asila, Fatma. Ahmed, is that okay? Juhaina. Okay. See, I will do it again for you. Okay, no problem. So save this. Okay, already we did so many times. Okay, so once you understand this lab, the other labs are easy for you. Okay, so you see that the lab 3, I'm just doing the 6th time. Okay, and the class itself I did for 5 times. Now 6th time I'm going to do, and then I just make it again. Okay, carefully watch. Okay, so the taking the router first, and then we take the switch. Okay, and then the SO. Okay, so just to making the switch because of the LAN. Okay, LAN environment. Okay, so we want to authenticate from this server. So first I will connect the router to the server. Okay, and then I use straight through cable from router to switch, and then switch to PC. Okay, this is the connection. Okay, and then I will do the IP address. Okay, like 10.0.0.1 is my server. Okay, and the subnet mask 255.0.0.0, and the gateway is 255.0.0.0. Okay, so and I will add the router, the gateway address. Sorry, this is okay. The router gateway is what? 10.0.0.2. Okay, correct me. Okay, if I make mistake, correct me, please. Okay, done. Then I just make another one here. Okay, 10.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0. Okay, I copy this, and this is finished. And then the next router address is 20, and the PC address is okay 20.1. Okay, and my gateway is 20.0.0.2. Okay, so this is the address I'm going to assign. Okay, here and here. Okay, first, okay, I start with the server. Okay, and I will just change the name. This is the AAA server. AAA means what? Authentication, authorization, accounting. Okay, router is R1 and PC is Telnet access. Okay, Telnet access. Okay, user. Okay. Going to the server. Okay, go back to the. Okay, so all these things. Now I just finished the topology. Everything is fine now. Okay, IP address. Be careful with the IP address. Now move on to the AAA server configuration. Okay, the IP address need to be assigned first and then move on to the server configuration. Okay, first I will assign IP address alone. Okay, IP address alone. Okay, desktop IP configuration. Okay, 10.0.0.0.1, 10.0.0.2. Okay, this is the IP address of the server. Okay, and the IP address of the router I will configure now. Okay, enable. Okay, config terminal. Okay, interface. Okay, I have to go to the zero interface. Okay, gigabit 0/0. So G0/0 IP address. Okay, 10.0.0.2. Okay, it's the IP address of the router. 255.0.0.0. No shutdown. Okay, to enable the interface, and so that it will be green. You see, the enable interface is green. Next, I go back to again 0/1. I know the IP address is 20.0.0.2. Okay, no shutdown. Right, the IP address now assigned. Okay, so this is IP. Okay, now going back to the PC, assigning the IP address, desktop IP configuration 20.0.0.1, 20.0.0.2. Okay, this is the IP address and the gateway. Gateway is the router IP address. Okay. So if you ping, it pings. Okay, if you ping, it will ping. Okay, gateway, everything is given. Okay. Okay, it's successful. Okay, assigning IP address over. Now I move on to, okay, the server configuration. Okay, the server configuration I will do now. Okay, I go to the server. Okay, services, AAA services. Okay, I will do the AAA services. I will go back here also. Okay, AAA service. Right. Okay, first switch on the server. One is switch on the server. Two, the port number need to be careful. Okay, it can be changed. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything here, but need to be careful. And then the client name is R1. Okay, router 1, and the IP address is 10.0.0.2. Okay, need closer to the server IP address. Okay, closer to this server IP address. Secret is the key that identify the server. Okay, secret. Careful. Okay, the spelling is very careful. If there is a mistake, it will not work. Add. Okay, so that's it from this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you have a 5 secret and 6 the radius server. Okay, as I told you, there are two servers available. We are choosing only Radius server. Then next, the user. User is user. Password is test. Add. Okay, so that's it from here. Okay, click OK. Done. As I told you, there is, if you want to save, or you can remove or save, add, you know the difference. Now move on to the router. We want to just to give the IP address for enabling Cisco. Okay, so router. Okay, still the router is router. Okay, I just exit. I change the host name R1. Okay, and the router enable password, so that when we enter inside the router, you need to have this password. Enable password Cisco. Okay, it can be anything. Okay, but you should understand that password. You should remember that password. Okay, and then telnet, configure the telnet line pty 0 to 15. Okay, this number you can just put a question mark, you will know. Okay, 0 and put the question mark 15, last number 15. Okay, login authentication default. Okay, so login authentication default, that's it. That's what I have mentioned here. So here you see, this is what we did it now. Enable secret finish, line VTY finish, login authentication default finish, and I will exit now. So now I will configure the router. Okay, and first I have to enable the AAA. So to enable the AAA, I need to go, okay, exit, AAA new model. Okay, so AAA means what? What is AAA? It's an authentication, accounting, and authorization. Okay. Next, I will tell I'm going to use Radius server. I will authenticate login default group Radius. Okay, so AAA authentication. Okay, login. Okay, login default. Okay, group Radius local. Okay, right. Okay, careful. Okay, so you have to be careful about these words. Okay, AAA authentication login default group Radius local. Yeah, that's it. Next, I will tell where my Radius server. Okay, I tell my Radius server, this server only gives the copy of the IP, I mean username and password. So RA Radius server host and then IP address of the server. Okay, and then the key. Okay, then the key. And the key is, we can say, secret. Okay, and you configure this. That's it for the Radius server. I move on to now the host. Okay, access the telnet. Access the telnet. And my username password from the server. I go to the command prompt and I type here telnet. Okay, 10.0.0.2. Okay, username user. Password is test. Okay, it's correct now. So enable, the enable password I have to give Cisco. Okay, now I can see the configuration inside the router. So what is the command? Show running configuration. Okay, see, all this I have configured. Okay, it come now. Okay, You have to practice, okay? You have to practice. That's very important. Okay, then it will work. Just to practice this. Okay, so we have configuration, all this, then it works fine. Okay. See, I put only the radius server. The port is added by default. You see, the port is added by default. But just to follow the configuration, what I did in the server. Okay, is that okay now? Clear? Is that okay? Fine. Razan, Prayam.
Yes, Mr. Yes.
Yeah. So please, you have to practice. Okay, you have to practice. Come on. So next lab, okay, lab 4. Okay, I want to just to finish it off. Okay, any doubt? Still, I can just help you out your lab with that. No issue. Okay, so you can contact me, but not in the weekend. Okay, just during the class you contact me. Okay, I will not only the class but also during the time. Okay, the working 8 to 4. Inshallah, I will reply the same day. Okay, no problem. Next. Okay, right. So next lab is authorization. Okay. So this is also one of the important lab. Okay. So this is access group. Okay. This same command you have to just to follow. Okay. Just to follow the same command. Okay. So I will do the IP configuration. Okay. Quickly. So we need a router here. Okay. We need a router here and PC. Okay. We need two PCs. Okay. And one server. One switch. Okay. One switch. So okay, one user allowed to access the web server. The one user is not allowed to access web server. So this is the finance web server. Okay, finance web server. Okay, finance web server. So we need to configure in the same fashion. Okay, crossover cable from router to the server, and straight through cable from okay gigabit 0/1 to switch. Okay, and from switch to PC. Okay, switch to PC. Okay, now it's all clear. Okay, so make sure the port number is visible. Okay, in your packet tracer, if the port number like gigabit 0/0 fast ethernet 0, if this is not visible, you have to go to the option. Okay, and preference. I told you the last time also. Okay, if you just always this one, you click this one, always show. Okay, if you disable, if you take the click, all the port number will go now. See, no port number. Again, go back and the preference. Okay, I will just make always show port label on logical workspace. See, all my port number came back. Okay, they're very important. The port number must be enabled. Now I will put the IP address as per the configuration. Okay, so the similar IP address of the previous one. Okay, 10.0.0.1. Okay, 255.0.0.0, and then here 10.0.0.2 255.0.0.0, and then here, okay, 20.0.0. Okay, 1 255.0.0.0. Let me check. Yeah, it is 2 here. Okay. Anyway, I will take here. I will do that. Okay, 20.0.0.2 255.255.255.0.0.0, and then this 20.0.0.3. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is how. Right. So this is the PC address, and this is the right. So the gateway must be specified here. Okay, so that's very important. So the gateway is very, very important. I am writing here because you should remember. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay, 2, the router interface address. The gateway is a router interface address. Okay, and same thing here also. .2.2. Okay, here also 20.2.2. So this is the case. Now I will configure the IP address first. Okay, I will configure the IP address first. Go to the web server. Okay, one by one. I'm slowly. This is the easy thing, assigning the IP address. Config. Okay, IP address. Go to the desktop. Config IP address. 10.0.0. The web server is 1, and the gateway is 2. Okay, that's it from here. And here, gigabit Ethernet. Okay, you have to put no here, no, to get inside any router. Enable. Okay, you can configure through the command prompt also, but not, I mean, configuration also, but not advisable. Okay, from here you can configure. Okay, so for example, you can enable the interface, no shutdown. Okay, you see, as soon as I did no shutdown, then interface up. And here the IP configuration. Okay, you can say 10.2.2, the subnet mask, finish here. And then I go back to the 0/1, enable the interface, and the IP address is 20.0.0.2. That's it. So finish the IP address assignment, and the configuration, everything is up now. Okay, all the interfaces are green. Okay, all the interfaces are green now. Right. Now moving on to the PC1 and PC0. So PC1, okay, who is allowed, user not allowed, and this is admin. Okay, the PC1 is admin user. Okay, PC1 is admin user. PC0 is denied. Okay, denied. Okay, user denied. Okay, when the user denied access the web server, he cannot access, but admin can access. The admin can access. So that is the main point. Okay, so going to the admin user, this is the IP address I'm going to assign. Desktop. Okay, this is 3 20.3, 20.2. 20.2 is the gateway. Okay, this is the admin. Okay, gateway is a router IP address. Then PC desktop IP configuration. This is the IP address 1 and the gateway is 2. Okay. So this is the important point of this lab. Okay, just to configuring. Now in the router, I add some number. I mean some statement. It means that access control list that make the admin to access the web server and the user to deny. Okay, user cannot access the finance web server. So let me go to the router. Okay, let me go to the router command line. Okay, you have to use a command line. Okay, exit. Okay, clear. Now I move on to the simple access list. Okay, there are different access lists, and here this is the configuration. So this is the IP address. The first one we permit. Okay, we permit. Okay, this is the first one. Okay. Okay, this is the first one. Permit. Who is permitted? The admin PC is permitted. What is the address of the admin? 20.0.0.3. Who is denied? Okay, the user denied. What is the address of the user? .1. What is denied? The web server. What is permitted is web server. What is denied is web server. So that's it. So I copy this first. Access list. Okay. Right. Paste it. Okay. You can do this way, or you can type it also. Okay. So for example, you see access list 100. Okay. 100 is what? If I put the question mark, you see that there is a standard access list and extended access list. The extended access list, it starts from 100. Okay, so this is you can use to stop some protocols, so like www, http, dns, icmp. All these protocol can be stopped with this extended access list. We are going to configure extended. Okay, 100. Okay, then put the question mark. What is next? Deny or permit. So permit. Okay, permit. Who is going to be permitted? The host. Okay, TCP. TCP is a protocol that support this HTTP. Permit TCP. So the TCP permit TCP host. Okay, that particular host. Which host? Admin host. 20.0.0.3. Okay, see here. This is the TC. Okay, 20.0.0.3. Okay, for whom it is going to be permitted? Okay, permit to host. The host IP address is 10.0.0.1. What he is going to permit? The access to equal to, okay, equal to the www. Okay, that is a web service. Okay. This is what we configured from here. Okay, www here. And one user need to be denied. Okay, who is that to be denied? This guy. Okay, user denied 20.0.0.1. So now I go to the router access list 100 deny. Okay, now deny. And TCP supports this www, HTTP, everything. Host. Okay, the host address of the user who is denied, and then to source and destination where it has to be denied, the server 10.0.0.1 equal to www. Okay, So here the change is here, the TCP host permitted here. 20.0.0.3 is permitted. Here 20.0.0.1 is denied. Okay, denied. That's it. That's the difference of these two lines. Okay, after that we go to the interface. Okay, we go to the interface, like you see that the interface closer to the server, closer to the server, G0/1 here. Okay, but here in my IP address, in my topology 0/0. Okay, I go here. Okay, interface G0/0. I apply the access list, this control into this interface. Okay, so access, okay, access group. Okay, IP access group. Okay, IP access group 100. Okay, when the traffic come out. Okay, out 100 out. That's it. Okay, only this is the configuration you have to do it in the in the router. Okay, now I go to the PC. Okay, before that I configure the web server. Okay, for example, I go to the web server. Always I go to the service and see the HTTP. Okay, so you can just switch on this. Okay, so if you want to copy, okay, and you can edit them. Okay, so just to copy the index and edit. Okay, and I will just add, okay, group 50. Okay, lovely students of group 50. Okay, I save. Okay, so now this is my web server is ready. When I go to the admin, go to the admin, okay, when I go to the admin web browser, okay, admin web browser, okay, admin web browser, I type here 10.0.0.1, okay, enter. Okay, see, group 50, lovely students, right? So this is the admin. Okay, but when I go here, this user who is denied, okay, he will not be allowed. He will not be allowed. Okay, so you see that 10.0.0.1, the server, it will say the user denied. Okay, it will not say that, but request timeout. Okay, the request timeout. Okay, see the request timeout. So it is denied. This PC is denied. Okay, this PC is denied. This PC is permitted. See, admin is permitted. Okay, admin can see the the website, but the user cannot see the website. Okay, we denied. You got it, my dear? Hello.
Hello, Mr. Yes.
You want one more time? Okay, so I will finish the other lab also, and then we can see. Okay, we can just go through this lab. Okay, it will be easy. Okay, it will be easy just to do that one and configure the web server, and just 3 lines you can just make it ready. Okay, this is the 3 lines. So one for permit. Okay, one for permit. Okay, one for permit. Okay, another for deny. Okay, permit the admin user, deny the normal user, and what to permit the web server. Okay, this is the web server. Okay, web server. What service we want to permit? the www, okay, HTTP. Okay, here want to deny, okay, whom it has to be denied, the user, and the server need to be denied, and the service HTTP is denied. So this is the same exactly, okay, exactly the same. Okay, request timeout, and here it works. The admin is working, the user not allowed finance server is denied. Okay, deny. Okay, he cannot access. Okay, in case if you make some mistake in the router, okay, so this is also very important. In case if you are making mistake, how to remove the access list? For example, okay, go show running configuration. Okay, some students they make mistake. Okay, okay, we want to just make a mistake here. Okay, I want to remove this line. How do we remove this line? How do we remove this line? And how do we remove this line again? How? Can anyone tell me how do we remove the line from the router? Which command we have to use? Lala Mafi clean. Your wrong commands. How do I remove? Which command we have to use? Which command I have to use? Which command we have to use? Which command we have to use? No commands, okay? No command. See that shutdown, okay? Shutdown. Okay, difference, shutdown and no shutdown. Okay, so shutdown means what? Close, interface close. No shutdown means enable. Same way, no access list. Okay, no access list. So be careful, okay? So this is given here, okay? See, for example, you see that if you make a mistake, troubleshoot, if you make a mistake, no access list. See? Remove access list. No access list. No access list. Understand? Okay, so that's the main thing. Okay, sometimes you make a lot of mistake, so just to make it no access list, I will show you one example. Okay, config terminal interface gigabit, okay, 0/0. Okay, if I make shutdown, okay, shutdown, okay, finish down, you see. So okay, so you see that it is disabled. Okay, now you see the interface is down. Okay, the interface is down. Now if you go there again, no shutdown. Okay, so remove that one. Okay, so this is fine now. Okay, so removing them. Same way we can just remove whatever we want. Okay, for example, show run. Okay, we can see the command here, exit, exit, show running configuration. So it means the running configuration is the command from the RAM. Okay, so if you see that, okay, so this is the command in the interface. So be careful which interface is closer to the server. Okay, that's very important. Okay, so I choose the configuration closer to the server. Okay, gigabit 0/0, but in your lab it is 0/1. Okay, in your lab it is 0/1. Okay, closer to the server. Okay, closer to the server. So don't make this mistake. Okay, so not 0 here. This is the right thing. Okay, so be careful. The next one, okay, I will finish today this because I don't want to lose any of the lab today. Okay, next one, it's very simple again. Okay, lab 4. Okay, I did for you. Okay, I will upload this video also, and then just make it the new one. Lab-3-4-5. It's very simple again. Okay, just making it ready for you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is something, okay, you need to count on who has logged in to the user. Okay, so the PC user, okay, the same IP configuration. So the IP configuration is the same. Okay, so there is no much difference. Okay, no much difference, but we have to just enable these commands to logging, accounting, tracing. Okay, everything you need to just to make the logging here. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay, and configure the password for the VTY. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, there are two things here happening. Okay, if the user not use the telnet in 10 seconds, okay, in 10 seconds automatically it will be shut down. Okay, let us do it quickly, the accounting. Okay, so the router here, I choose the router, and let me check one switch. Okay, no need to, because the client should be client. Okay, so this is a client and the server. Okay, so why I use this is the server for syslog server. Okay, the server syslog server. Okay. There is a service system log syslog server. Okay, so the router is 0 and PC. Okay, so now connect as the same connect to. Okay, see that most of the connections are same. Okay, so okay, so this is the configuration. The IP address, the same IP address, we will do that 10.0.0.0.1 to 55.0.0.0. Okay, and the gateway address 10.0.0.2 to 55.0.0.0. Okay, and another interface which is 220 dot. Okay, and then this is okay 120.1. Okay, and the gateway is 20.0.0.2. Okay, and here also I add the gateway. Okay, I'm just repeating because you should not make any mistake. Okay, 32. Okay, so this is the IP address. I just configure quickly the IP addresses. So this is the desktop IP address for the server. 10.0.0.1 and the 10.0.0.2, the gateway, finish, and go to the router. Okay, go to the router, no, enable config terminal, okay, interface, gigas 0/0, okay, IP address, okay, 10.0.0.2, 255.0.0.0, no shutdown, okay, and the same way I will go back to the one. Okay, this similar IP address we configured so many times. Okay, for 3 labs we are just doing the same and no shutdown. Okay, IP address configuration is over now. All the interface green become green, and the IP address for the PC now. Okay, and the desktop IP configuration 20.0.0.1, 20.0.0.2, 2 is the gateway. Okay, make sure whatever you enter there. Okay, now if you ping, it will ping. Okay, there is no issue. Okay, pinging from PC 0 to server, it pings. Okay, successfully pings because I have given the gateway, everything is perfectly all right. Now I move on to the manual. Okay, I just what I want to configure is syslog server. Okay, so these commands I want to make sure that timestamp and milliseconds. This is the first command. Just to read this, router using show run command. Okay, this is the command I will just configure in the router. Okay, so exit, so paste. Okay, done. Next command. Okay, this is a command for timestamps. Next, which host want to monitor my information, which is the server. Okay, logging host, this host. So paste. That's it. Next, go down. Okay, so which one? The level, logging severity, trap. Okay, if there is anything unwanted things, it will be trap. Okay, it will say that there is a problem. Okay, debugging, paste. Okay, so next, right. Okay, logging trapped, and also this is a command we can see show logging. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the B2I we don't want to do now, but we want to do the other part, which is logging synchronization. See, in the router, in the line V2I, we want to add all this command. So now this is over. How many commands we did this? Okay, so 3 commands in the router. Okay, this is for the trapping. Okay, sorry. I will just copy this and paste it. Copy and paste inside the Lab-5 commands in the router. Okay, so this is the command. So this is the 3 command first. Next, I will do the line B2A. Okay, I will configure my my service. Okay, so I will just go back to the service. Okay, this command. Okay, this command I have to configure. So to the telnet logging. Okay, So I will just go to the router again. Config terminal, line, okay, line BTY. You can type 0 to 15. Okay, login. Okay, login. Yeah, login. Okay, enable. Okay, password. Password is what? I can just see the password Cisco. Okay, and then login. Okay, password and login Cisco, because it says that no password is there, right? And then I will just to make exe timeout 10 second. It will be exe timeout 10 seconds. Okay, if the user did not touch the telnet configuration, okay, when the login telnet login is not used, within 10 seconds it automatically log out. Okay, and then it's done now. Okay, now finally logging synchronous. Okay, logging synchronous. So only one we missed here, which is secret. Enable secret or enable password. Okay, exit, enable secret 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's it. Okay, so the VTY password is Cisco, enable password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so now you see we have to go to the server and enable, switch on. Okay, go to the server, switch on the service. Okay, in the server only we are going to enable. So go to the service and there is a syslog. Okay, there is a syslog. Okay, you can see that this is logged now. Okay, it is switched on and automatically the server is logging the activity of the router. You see that the 10.0.0.2 is what? The server. Okay, the server, I mean the router, whoever logged in, and the activity will be noted in the logging server. Okay, logging server. So this is how it will be working. Okay, so this is the router 2. And the next one, when you go to the PC and telnet. Okay, so telnet. Okay, let us see what IP address it is given here. If it is telnet, okay, yeah, 20.0.0.2. Okay, and password is what you call yeah, Cisco. See, 10 second it is. Okay, oh, this is need to be careful. Okay, Cisco. Okay, you see that I'm inside the router. Oh, enable password. Enable password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so I'm inside the router. Just to count down 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. See, within 10 seconds the connection is closed, because 10 seconds I did not open the I did not do any commands in the router, so automatically it got closed. So this is the server here, and keep logging. Okay, what is going on, everything will be logged in here. And also in the router you can see using the command show logging. Okay, exit. Okay, exit, show logging. You can see, okay, there are logging happening. Okay, there. Okay, for the time being system log is enabled with the server. Okay, see, we have 7 message logged. Okay, 7 message logged. So this is what the lab 5. Okay, so let me put the command of what I have configured, the password Cisco. Oh, 1 minute. Password copied. Okay, and then you need to go for these 2 commands or the 3 commands. Okay, synchronous. Okay. Okay. So logging synchronous, and then you need to add one more command, enable secret. Okay, so the finally enable secret. So for that command we need to just add this. Okay, so this is what we have. Is that clear, my dear? I will upload this all videos in the YouTube, as well as I will share inside the drive. Okay, is that clear? Hello, Mahdi. How are you, Ahmed? Zamzam, thank you, Zamzam Ahmed. Okay, so this is the
Clear,
file
clear.
lab. Yeah, Matasim, thank you, Matasim.
Clear,
So
Mr.
inshallah, yeah, inshallah, you just go through, and then we will have one small test. Okay, whether you are doing, I mean, friendly test. Okay, I will give you the question, you do that, and then inshallah next week we will have one exam. Okay, next week. Okay, for just a test for this 5 labs. Okay, just to 5 labs during I will tell you to do that, and then you have to do the screenshot. Okay, for example, first 2 lab you have to do the screenshot, and second lab, sorry, third and fourth lab, fifth lab, you have to send me the packet tracer file. Is that okay? Is that okay? So once you do that example, you will be all right. Okay, and if you have any problem, and I will correct it. Okay, I will correct it. Make sure that you follow the manual and my video. Okay, students. So let me close this presenting, and
Mr.
then
Practical exam next week?
next week, friendly practical exam, not the exam. It's a friendly one, just to do what we did. Just to make sure that we understand everything. Is
Okay,
that clear?
Mr. We have practical exam, Mr. We have
Yeah, we have exam. Yes, we have exam.
online, Mr. ولا
Not online, campus on 14th week, I think.
in college?
Okay. Okay. So next week I will give you some practice. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. If you want,
Okay,
I
Mr.
will repeat. I will repeat these 5 labs again next week. Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay, so make sure that you understand clearly, and you will do the lab without any doubt. Okay, so next
Okay, okay,
week
Mr.
be ready with your packet tracer, and your lab with the Kali XP, everything. Okay, once it is ready, I will do parallelly. I will do, and then I ask you to do. You have to share with me. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Okay, Mr. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Please be ready next week. Okay, let us do the attendance and split off, inshallah, today. Sorry, students, today a bit late, right? You gained some knowledge. Hello, students. You got some knowledge today.
Yes, of course, Mr.
Yeah, please. Okay, make sure that you understand. Any number of time you just ping me, okay, in WhatsApp, no problem. You ping me in WhatsApp, okay, no problem. So thank you, Mahdi, for your active participation. Okay, we have Fatima, Razan. So I want you to be very active and ask more doubts. And see, this is our duty to make sure that we understand everything. Okay, Hamad, Razan, Jalila, please attendance. Hamad, Razan, Jalila. Okay. Okay, thank you, Jalila. Okay, Rihab Muhammad Asila. Okay, okay, Shihab Mahdi Noor. Okay, that's great. Taif Ahmed Khalfan Muatasim. Okay, great. Taimia Ahmed Rashid Fatma. Very good, mashallah. Today present, right? Saif Khalil Reem. Good. Juhaina Ranim Rayam. Juhaina Ranim Maujud. Okay. Okay, Rayam is out there. Okay. Safa Zamzam Sara. Okay, good. So Gadir also absent, I believe. Done. Okay. Sarah safe, yes. Sarah safe, yes. Sarah, you can just show me your problem now. I'm here. Sarah, okay, you can share your screen. I can see it. Okay, I stop recording.